Hey everyone! I think today is a good reason to continue filming my video blog on YouTube. Today I'm at the Formula Drift event in Kruger. He's here with his turbo, having taken time off from his personal work. So I think I'll have plenty to tell and show you. So let's go, let's check out together what interesting things are here. Morning. Just had a short training session. Here, there are supposed to be 2 sessions today. Now it's the prospect session. And around lunchtime, the pro session will start. Right now, in the pro session, all the cars and all the tents, all of their transport are closed off. Right after lunch, we'll have a chance to take a closer look at them. For now, I'll go see what's at the exhibition. By the way, there are actually some really interesting, exclusive cars here. The culture, American car culture, it's something completely different. Let's go, let's see what's here. Yeah, exactly. By the way, right-hand drive cars are extremely rare in America, but they do exist. Nissan moral. Sexy, shiny Truino. Oh, Supra. What do you think? A few cars definitely stand out in a special way. I really like this one. Please step aside. That's probably not realistic. Well, I hope all the BMW fans immediately recognized what car this is. It looks absolutely awesome. And here, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I know it's a BMW, but I don't understand what it's for. Judging by the rear wheels and the parachute, it's clearly for drag racing. But take a look over here. Has everyone already figured out what engine this is? I'm not sure it's perfect for drag racing, or that you can really get a lot of power out of it. but it definitely looks unusual. And buckets, by the way, too. Check them out. The weight reduction here is just off the charts. Next level. A little. Rotary fan. It looks hardcore. Look how low, far back, and deep the engine is mounted. Yeah, that's awesome. It's completely behind the front axle, you see? That's just wild, honestly. It would be really interesting to know how it drives. You could actually fit another engine just like this one in here. You open the hood and it feels like there's nothing there, but in reality, everything's in place. The firewall is intact. I heard the practice runs have started, or maybe it's already the top 16 of the series. What's it called again? Anyway, it's not the Pro series. We could go check out the races. Of course, I'm waiting for the Pro races. Overall, it's pretty cool. You can buy everything. Everything you need for your car, right here and now. You can buy it right at the expo. You can order anything you want, custom made just for you. Or you can just go to the branded stores and buy any parts you need. And if you have the money, you can build a car really fast. Basically, here are the engines, wiring, control units, transmissions were being sold somewhere over there. Anything you can think of. In short, it's awesome. Shall we go? Trouble happens. This bell clearly should be here, not there. Subtitles by Dima Torzak. For some reason, this is pretty much the car I wanted to see the most. Federico's sheriff's car. He's driving a Ferrari. It's just fire. By lunchtime, the pro team started getting active. I see people coming out, starting to check and test things. Some are even already warming up their cars. Let's go see what other interesting cars we can find. At the same time, at this spot, presented in parallel at this spot. There they are. That's where they're all hiding. Oh, with tinted windows too. And Aston Martin? It's like the cooler is sitting really low. That's intense. It looks really awesome, in my opinion. The Viber team, thank you. They got plenty of cars. I see, they love me signs. And here we have an unusual drift taxi. Very much so. The back row. The front row. So, of course, it's that very engine. Wow, it's really low to the ground. Yeah, here everything's been cut and trimmed, to be continued. Here, the firewall is basically inside the cabin. But we're going to do it with you. Lex Tool, what do you think? Oh, by the way, I haven't had a chance to check it out before. Now I have the opportunity. See. I don't know what this is. The thing I wanted to see the most is still hidden. Still hidden. Are they still resting after yesterday? Leia, and preparations haven't started yet. Although, by the way, can you believe it? I didn't even watch yesterday. Maybe they got eliminated. That's possible. So they're not stressing or getting ready. I definitely have to. Yeah, I have to. I have to watch it, of course. How could I not watch it? What's here? Well, yeah. Looks awesome. Tantrums and degeneration. It kind of reminds me of something, like something really familiar. Very similar. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but of course I sold my car. But this one isn't mine. This is an E36 with a 2J. Looks like that's all I can afford for now.
And behind that we have a quick change differential. So different tracks have different speeds. So what we do is we change the gear in the rear to change our top speed in third or fourth. And then depending on the track, we'll either run third or fourth for the drift. These knobs here, like you see this one and this one, This lets you change, so on the coilovers, the way that the car compresses and bounces back, you can change the speed of it separately. So when you have two adjustments, I can change how fast it rebounds and how fast it compresses. So I can, in the rear especially, when I make it soft, I can make the car really grippy. So I can make the car really, really fast, but then it's also really much harder to drive. So the harder it is to drive, the faster it tends to be. But it's, you know, if you can't lay down a good run, it doesn't matter how fast your car is, right? You're absorbing all your shock, or all your springs. So the spring is able to compress all the way, which gives you like, you know, more leverage. So the more leverage you have, so on compression, soft is faster. And you can grab that wheel and stick it on there and just push it in. Just like line it up, yep, and then like that.
What is this?
It's oval because it gives you side bite. So there's a difference between side bite is right, left and right, and there's forward bite.
Well, if it's yours, then you can highlight it more. Whoa! Let's see. What did they let us mess with here? They said we could mess with it. This gets the blanket that I have, and it goes through this thing on your right side, and it keeps me in a grip when it's really hot in the car. That's why it's super, super hot in these cars. What's with all these brains? What's going on here? They let me sit in the car, and at the same time, they're explaining what everything is here. It was a unique experience. They let me touch the car, one of the pro ones. Of course, there are more interesting cars here, but for now, they only let me sit in and touch the one that isn't participating right now, isn't running, and it's available because at this very moment, the warm-up and Pro Series practice are happening, and soon they'll be heading out. People, well, to put it mildly, don't have time right before the race. So that's how it is. Well, it's obvious that it's a combat vehicle. What? Cool.
We'll go to the back. So we put the rear battery in the right rear to balance like the weight of the driver. So it's a heavy component, so we put it here just for ease of access and weight. Radiator in the back, mostly because I have turbo stuff up front. Turbo stuff gets really, really hot. So running the radiator in the back lets the radiator stay cold on its own. I have reverse movers here. Then if you look, so this is the fire safe, and then this is another adjustment for the rear suspension, right? So if you look here in the bumper setup, you see these like small tubes and then the main tube. Those are like, you see how they're kind of crushed? I probably need to replace them, but when I hit walls, that absorbs first. So it doesn't kill the entire chassis. You break they're thinner, they're bendable, that sort of stuff, you do that first. I cut a big hole in this bumper so that the air that exits has a free access, so when the air is flowing, it goes well.
Now this is more interesting. But it's cool that they actually let you touch it. Can I go? Yeah, go ahead. All right, they let us come in and take a look. Is this what we drain after that quick change?
And in this box, it's heavy, but so we have different gears. So what we do is based on this chart, we can choose, I have 4 different setups plus the one in the car. We can choose what ratio we want, which determines your top speed in that gear. So different tracks, we run different gears depending on how fast it is. And that is important. If you don't have it this way, you have to change the differential. And that's not as fun.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Little one. A little bit. Let's hear it. It's basically a build myself. all the fab work, everything down to, I mean, everything except for building the motor and actually painting the car. Everything is done by me. Make about 725 horsepower, about 800 foot-pounds of torque. We had a lot of damage this weekend. We hit just about every corner on the car, so we crashed early on at the beginning of the event. We hit this corner and that corner, and then we got hit from behind by another car that messed up that corner as well. And then in our top 32 battle, the driver spun in front of us, so we messed up that corner over there. So the car just got rocked the entire weekend. And then during practice today, we also got hit from behind as well.
So you get it now, right? A BMW never comes without breakdowns. Clearly, it was born on this side. A simple cockpit. I like to keep it as empty as possible in there, so I have space to move around and work on the car. A simple cockpit. It's very easy to find problems with this. If you have any links or something like that, this is the most convenient way to find it, so you can see it. I try to keep it as clean as possible. Yes, the lecture window is also important.
Shuts it, you know, stays shut.
Yeah.
More around the front. Got my guys working here. We're swapping out spark plugs right now. We had an issue with the motor where it was breaking up under acceleration. So my guys are swapping out the plugs right now. We're going to try starting it after that and see if it runs over.
Damn, that's not Jason.
But it could be a bigger issue. We checked for all the electronics on the car, but we don't know what it is yet. So these guys are hard at work trying to get it done for me. Want to take a look at all my results turn?
Oh, an RV.
Yeah, tires, tail tires. This is actually going down on the car. These guys, Haro Dylan used his spare trailing arm. You take that off the car and give it back to him. So my crew chief had someone bring a spare. We couldn't get the axle out, so we just cut the axle off. We're gonna put it in there and just so we can get it in the trailer and get it home. So that's a big concern too after you crash. You do have to fix the car enough to get it in the trailer and actually get it out of here. You can't just throw it on a flatbed and go. Well, we got a purple wristband.
You know I do, Andy.
What's that?
You know I do.
Yeah.
I got here a bit late and literally all I was told by the crew was go over there. Well, I have no idea.
You're perfect.
Hey, down another one. Fuel, cooler, all our broken parts here.
We did a lot of damage this weekend. Most of that was from our first crash, but we need basically a whole new body kit for the car after this weekend. It sucks. It's part of the expense. And hey, mind my dog here. Please say hi.
An RV is awesome.
So I keep all the spare parts, toolbox, everything in here. You know, detailing stuff. And Gonzo, come here, come say hi.
Wow. The chief mechanic.
It's my favorite.
Comes all around with the last Malibu, 11 years old, an old man. Got cancer last year. We got out a huge tumor out of it, survived it, and we're here again. I'm very happy dog. Good boy? You a good boy?
Subtitles by Diameter Zone. First of all, this is another video about a spec machine. Second, this is the leak on your last. And third, he's talking about it. It's not like in the kitchen, because this saves our bike. It's so hot in the park. It's not like in the kitchen, because this just pumps cold water from your wool. It's not like in the kitchen, because this just saves our bike. It's so hot in the park. Sorry, she's telling the story herself. Yes, it's not over. Why are we doing this, I think? Don't be afraid. Take a closer look. Check out anything you want. You can't do without a collective farm. It looks confusing. What should I tell you? You know, I'm staying quiet because I basically understand everything. There's nothing special here. We've all seen this a long time ago, both at Bishkek and... I don't see any kind of new super technology here. But still, it's cool to see this in person. We're not the only ones. Sometimes we're country folks too. Hey, Andre. Apparently, this isn't the only one, or at least it's the most common bridge in the States. To be continued.
It looks like we might get to see how they film a live broadcast, specifically for the drift formula. Maybe we'll be able to film something, watch, ask questions, or, well, we'll see. Oh, what's that? Intriguing music. This is the actual track itself, where all the equipment for the live broadcast is set up inside.
Hello.
Come on up. Come on up.
Yep.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
I'm fine, and you?
Hey, Droney, we'll be ready for you here in about 5-6 minutes.
Well, look at Andy's in here to understand what we do.
How's it going, man?
Andy.
It's good to meet you, boss.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for doing all this, man.
No
Wouldn't be a show
problem.
without you guys.
No, not much, but we have fun doing it.
Yeah, we were talking about that. What kind of redundancies do you have to keep it running in case you have like a power outage or like?
We're across the boards, right? So every level, that live broadcasting is all about redundancy in every capacity. So there's multiple levels of redundancy, whether it become power to EVS replays. I mean, certain extenuating circumstances like a lightning strike hitting this truck, we'd be screwed. But you know, it is what it is. So we do the best you can on the budget that you're, you know, if you're talking about an NFL budget, you've got another truck sitting right here doing nothing.
Just waiting.
Just waiting. But if you're Formula Drift budget, we got to cross your fingers.
Pray for no lightning.
So this is the front bench, we call it. Kemp Curley is your lead producer. He's kind of the boss man, and he controls the show flow and the rhythm and kind of our entire team. This is the director, we call it the director. He's also acting as what's called the technical director, so it's the button presser and the director. A lot of times you'll have another guy sitting here telling him what buttons to press, but AJ's doing 2 jobs in one, which is okay. That's the way it goes along.
Where do you think we are?
Flipping point, they need to be back on throttle. If not, that's going to be a deduction on their score. And then they'll come across this middle here, you transition, you set the car up going the other way, and most of us are throttling through this transition, getting the car to angle, and then we'll probably, for me, I personally handbrake and foot brake going into that wall to get myself slowed down and set up, and then I clutch kick. And then I ride that outer edge of the wall, coming back around here, transition, and this one we're not going quite as fast as this entry. This is a bigger decel zone because we're still carrying a lot of momentum from that entry, but once we get settled into this circle, and this is more of a consistent radius, we're coming around here, we can transition, and we don't need a slower momentum as much going into the third outer zone. It's more so to just kind of get our car set up. We can have a little bit of a pause, but you want to be on throttle as quick as possible. And if you can do that without slowing down, it looks even better. So.
They can have fun wearing 2 layers of clothes.
Very good. Hello. Nice job.
So this is our judges. That's Brian Egger, Chris Yule, and our guest judges are Bobby Nishida.
This is a stunt double.
Who's winning this round? So they
The person everyone keeps hearing over there, that's him. There. Let's hit the road. What are you looking at? Well, this map here is very important, and we've already seen how it plays a role in some actions.
didn't film it, but you probably watched the broadcast. The wheel caught fire. They decided to push it over here. Now it's already in the paddock. I don't know if I'm allowed to help them, but honestly, I would help. Now they're just going to check what got burned. Let's go take a look at the Aston Martin. Well, they're already bringing it in. From the back. 18 from the back. Oh, I haven't seen a 34 here yet. It's like he's in on it. All of us, when we don't know what it is. Another interesting car. What? At 8, nothing happened. LS is their favorite. To be continued. Here's the spot for warming up. Let's wait a bit now. These guys are about to warm up their tires. By the way, take a look. There's a whole bunch of cars in the back room, most of them wrecked. All of those are auction cars. To be precise, there's an auction here. The competition itself is held on a former runway, and most of it is filled with auction cars. And so, a few spots have been set aside for different types of competitions, including drag street races, drifting, and I think something else as well, subtitles by Diameter. Well, you don't see this every day. Well, around here, that's normal. It's already getting dark. Well, I came here with my daughter, so unfortunately I had to leave a little earlier. Usually, their awards ceremony is at 9, at 10, even as late as 10 o'clock. So I won't be able to stay and watch until the end. But that's not a big deal. I think I managed to show you a lot. Watching it myself, experiencing it live is a whole different thing, especially the sound and just the overall vibe. The emotions are amazing. Here. So, good luck to everyone. Thanks for watching until the end. Alright, that's it. Bye.